Hello, my name is Abigail, and I am a member of Victims of Homicide. And we are here today to talk about connection through shared experience. We're joined by Lily, who is also a member of Victims of Homicide. Hello, Lily.
Hi.
So glad you're with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. We can just jump right in. So the first question I have for you is, how did you find Victims of Homicide?
Through victim services. So right away, from day one, I was told about it. We didn't go immediately. My son Bradley, he wanted to get help, and he went first, and he said it was a good experience. So then we followed.
Okay, so not first initially, it wasn't you, it was your son.
Yes.
And then you came after that.
Yes.
Did you go with him or?
Yes, he came too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Do you remember your first meeting?
I do.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's weird. It's comforting when I think of the first meeting. Not the point where I was, but it feels like the last meeting. It's just a group. It's comfortable. It's a very welcoming space. The compassion you find there is incredible. And I spoke at the first meeting, which surprised me, because that's the first thing they say. There's no obligation to speak. And I did speak. I don't quite remember what was said, but it's kind of the things that are not said either. We just share such a common tragic circumstances. There's not much to be said, but just to have someone listening it was extremely helpful. And to even listen to other people's experiences. And what I remember very well was right after the meeting, a fellow member came up to me and just hugged me. I guess background is I lost my son to homicide. She did as well. And so there's just an immediate bond there. And the grateful, just to be grateful that someone's there and someone's, I guess, also feeling it. Like, you don't want someone to feel it, but yeah. And then when I think the meeting after, that's when I realized this lady, she had lost her son just a couple months before me, and yet she reached out to help me. So that really remains with me.
Why does it remain with you? What about that?
The compassion that she's in her own grief, and yet she's reaching out to comfort me where she's far from being comforted herself, I would assume.
Yeah, that bond and that trauma and listening to one another. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else from that first meeting that you remember?
I distinctly remember my husband telling me after, when we were walking out, that one of the veteran members, she had said to him, and somehow I remember forever, and I don't know why it's emotional hearing it. She said to him, "I promise you, you'll laugh again." Because at that point, we didn't see that in our future. And she's right.
Yeah, that really stuck with you. Yeah. When did you first feel really, truly understood by the group, or even an individual, even with what you're talking about, sharing about? Was there a time you remember that?
Because I was fortunate enough to have a good first meeting. I don't want, the meetings are a lifeline, but they're not always great. But because I was fortunate to have what I feel was a pivotal one at the beginning, I felt understood immediately.
What was it? Yeah, what was it that made you feel that immediate, like that connection?
The feedback,
Yeah.
the looks, that you don't need to explain yourself. I guess it's the only place where, when I'll say, Abigail, how are you? And you'll say, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And we both understand that you're fine given the circumstances.
Exactly.
You know, because when in public or with anybody else, when I say I'm fine, I feel like I'm cheating my son, that I don't miss him anymore, or there's just no need. Or even when you're not fine, you don't need to explain why you're not fine, because we all know it could be the slightest little thing.
Yeah.
That, it does not need to be anniversaries or special days.
Yeah.
And anything can make you suddenly not fine.
Absolutely true. Yeah. Absolutely true. Yeah.
And I guess like a common understanding is that time doesn't diminish our loss.
Yeah.
And we don't have to say that every time. We all feel that. That to me is important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're so right. It's the understanding from a look, from a hug, from a feeling, like just a connection, looking at someone in their face, in their eyes. It's just that understanding that, yeah, you can't get that from anywhere else. It's, I hear you.
Thank you.
I agree. Yeah, I want to ask a follow-up to that question. So, why does it matter to you feeling understood, having that connection? Why does that matter to you?
Because we are so misunderstood. How lonely it is. How every day you're living it every day. That good days can only be so good. That most days are bad. I don't know why I need people to know that. I can't explain it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, that's okay. Sometimes these things are just felt, or you're just, putting it into words is not the easiest. Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it's just dealing with the frustration of being misunderstood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It doesn't feel great. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. What is it that keeps you coming back to VOH?
It's become an integral part of my life. It's a commitment I make. It's not a meeting I drop into because of an absence of somewhere else to be.
Yeah.
I make that commitment first. I try to, and pretty much schedule everything around it. It's like brings back to a place where you find comfort, and it's the first regular thing I did after what happened. So it was the only routine I had, and it was the only thing I had to look forward to. Once a month, a few minutes being heard.
Yeah.
And like truly heard, or even just being there. It's an out. At first it was an outing, but it's not an out.
I see.
I struggled
Yes.
with going out.
Yes.
But yet you can't, it's not healthy to be locked up. So it kind of, was a segue.
It gave you a reason to leave the house, to get out, but it's not giving an out to what's happening, but it's giving you a space.
Yeah, and you're not just out with strangers in public where nobody knows.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know why it's important that people know
Yeah. What do you mean that people know that?
that I don't have to explain a circumstance.
I see.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, because the smallest, the most minor small talk
Yeah.
brings about a topic that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
And and it makes people uncomfortable.
Yes.
There, it's comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like making strangers uncomfortable, but I don't want to cheat my son's existence just
Exactly.
so someone I don't know feels okay.
Right.
But yet I don't feel right throwing that at them either.
Yes.
So this is a good place. And,
Yeah.
you know, over time, it's a place where I feel I'm needed too, as much as I needed the people when I first came.
Yeah. When did that change for you? When you felt like,
I don't know.
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
It just kind of happened where you felt the,
that I was on the other side.
yeah,
kind of.
yeah,
I
like that you
don't
could
know.
help
And
others.
yeah, and I don't want to think back about it, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
But I don't know when that
okay.
transitioned.
But it happened.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. What would you be missing if you didn't have this? I know you kind of went into that, but is there anything specific you'd be missing if you didn't have VOH, this safe space?
I think I'd be lost. If I didn't have it anymore, if I didn't have it right from the beginning, because that changed my life, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just drowning in pain.
Yeah.
I couldn't come up. I didn't want to come up.
Yeah.
Really. It was, I guess you can really call it a lifeline.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a miracle all heal thing. We'll never be healed.
Of course.
It's not a lifeline that brings me to shore, but at least gives me a few breaths once in a while. And that's how I feel, you know. Once a month I feel less lonely, because grief is lonely.
It is.
And specifically grief to a victim of homicide.
Yep.
It's unimaginably isolating.
Yes.
It's just a topic nobody wants to talk about, or they feel awkward, or they don't feel good about bringing it up. Where really we know we welcome it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't think that. I would have not thought that.
Yeah.
Had I not been placed in this position.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something you learn the hard way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so true. With the interactions I've had, I share it with you what you're saying, that outside of the group, it's just not welcomed. As you know, you can tell by body language, by how people react, and there's just such a difference when you're inside the group. And yeah, it's complete connection, just true connection and comfort, like you were saying. Yeah, I hear you.
And I guess nothing you need to avoid.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
And we're honestly just speaking to each other. I don't judge you and you don't judge me. And I don't need to walk on eggshells to say something that might offend you. Yeah, because we just don't.
Yeah. You can pretty much say what you want in the group. It's pretty nice. You can really just say what you need to say. Yeah, absolutely. What would you tell someone who's grieving alone?
That I wish there's something I could say to mitigate the pain, but I know there isn't. There's even having that acknowledged. I think it's important that nobody's trying to fix them, make them better. That honestly speaking, I never thought I'd say this. I am better. I don't know how, I don't know why. I feel guilty of being better most times. But I think it's the kinship, the camaraderie there, and to be listened to. And I don't think you can get there being alone. It's like I said earlier, it's not always better.
Yeah.
You walk away from that, but the few times, the one time, the 10 times that it is, it makes it worth it.
Yes.
And you can always leave. I've left one meeting. It just didn't, the topic didn't jive with me. I didn't like what was being said. You can leave.
Yeah.
And nobody asked me the next time, hey, why'd you leave? Why'd you, It's just, it's liberating to know that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I felt bad. I think I was angry, and then later I felt bad. But I don't think people think about it. They're there for their own reason, and they're not judging what's happening to you.
Yeah, exactly. Again, that sense of freedom to just feel, do what you need. Yeah.
And I think if they thought about it at all, it's from a sense of care. We care about each other.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just, we really, aside from this, are really still strangers.
Yeah.
But yet I feel a bond more than with lifelong friends.
I completely agree with you. Yeah. It's strange, but it is true. It's,
Yeah, it's because aside from the meeting, it's not like, oh, we made a friend from work and let's go for a drink. We don't really socialize aside from organized events.
Yeah.
And yet, I feel like I know you.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like this closeness. It's like, it is like a friend. It's like a bond. And
And just the kindness there. The sympathy, the empathy.
Yes. Yes. Isn't it incredible how people who have experienced so much pain, it makes me emotional, have that empathy even in their pain?
Yes, that's what I said. Like from my first meeting, like I would have never guessed that this lady was 2 to 3 months into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to even, we all have the good and bad days. You come in or someone new comes in and you remember when you were there. And so thankful that you're not today, not there anymore. You're not there today. And hopefully just my presence helps them.
Yes.
Even if you don't say anything, you allow them to talk. Because it certainly helped me.
Yeah, presence is everything. It really is. It's beautiful. I think we almost answered this, but what happens when people come together like this?
I can just picture that room. It's a rented room. And yet you almost feel like there's a blanket around it. It's a safe space. And it's just a unique bond because other than sharing a tragic, pivotal moment that brought us all to this, it's a group you don't want to be a part of ever. But from what we experience, you're so thankful to have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that we understand what before and after means.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I walk down the street just seeing someone walking their dog, and I'm so envious that how fortunate they don't know what. Like, we know that moment. That our lives would turn upside down, how we're changed.
Yeah. There really is a before and after.
And just seeing how worthy life was before, the appreciation that we wish, we would have had. I guess we all appreciate everything that we have, I suppose. And I guess the group also helps when you said you see other people and the compassion they have for others. It made me better because I gave up caring. And like nothing mattered to me. It still doesn't matter like things used to, but to me is if I can just be there and help one person the way I was helped, then I'm necessary, I suppose.
Yeah, you are necessary. Yes, you are. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to add or share? That you feel
Whoever's out there, if it's about the meetings, and if you're alone, give it a try. You're so low, what's there to lose? I shouldn't say maybe there is, I don't know, but I certainly didn't experience that. There's nothing worse than being alone. Even when we're together, we're alone. You know, we feel the different things. You know, we have something in common, yet our circumstances are so different. It makes it's still lonely, but it's less lonely. And that makes a big difference.
It does.
And and you won't be judged.
Yeah.
Nobody judges. And
honestly.
Yeah. Not even just what you said, but just the circumstance.
Yes.
Like, you know, we're all different. Like, is your loved one a child, a spouse, a friend, a sibling, a grandchild? It's all different. Where they were in life, their lifestyle. You know, someone who's lost, the victim was an innocent bystander, to someone who didn't live the greatest life. We all agreed none of them deserved to die.
Exactly.
And nobody had a right to kill them. And that's the fundamental, I think, with the group. It doesn't matter if the person's life ended at their prime or at their lowest. It was a life that mattered. And it certainly matters to us. And to me, my goal aside, it's not so much my grief, is to share memories and keep the memory alive. That, you know, this was a human being that mattered, not just a headline.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, it's 6 years. Like even if my case is not solved, I feel like even if it was solved, it wouldn't even be news anymore. Not that I would want it or need it to be, but that's really what it became, a news headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's not just, he can't be dwindled into just news, you know? Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I find with like us, like the stories we share are just little snippets.
Yes.
You know, we get 2 or 3 minutes each.
Yes.
But it's so much.
Yes.
And I feel like, you know, when I hear about your loss, I feel like I wish I would have met him. And I feel that these people, you know, learn the little bits they know about my son. And, you know, what if they could have met him?
Yeah.
Whereas the biggest fear for me is longtime friends forgetting him. And here he's not forgotten. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. He's not forgotten. Yeah. And he never will be, because we will always talk about him and we'll always make space for him. Always. Yeah. That is the beauty of it.
It is.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to reach. Thank you, Lily. I think if there's anything else you want to share, please. But if you feel
I'll think of it. There's so much I want to share.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much. Just like every meeting, you know, there's so much.
Yes.
And that, when you talk about the beauty of it,
Yeah.
you forget there's next time. There's next month there. Or after the meeting, you tell someone, they'll listen.
I'll ask you this, because you said, you know, you've been able to help others now. You're in this in a little bit of a different place. Is there an experience or something you want to share where you felt like you were able to do that for someone else that you want to share? And please don't feel obligated, but
it's nothing grand.
That's okay. That's okay.
Just a little offhand. I can't, but just the hug. Yeah. Not even just a hug. To just go to them at the end and just put a hand on their shoulder. You know, people share their experience. You don't need to jump in and say, you know, I know how you felt. I know, you know, but just to say, I hear you. And he or she sounded like a beautiful person.
Yeah, that presence and just those little things mean so much. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because we're all struggling. It's just we're just getting by, and that's okay. Yeah, I guess no expectations. That's okay too. You know, like you said, nobody's obligated to speak, and you're not obligated to contribute even. You know, I over time, I've now gone more than my husband. We used to go together all the time, just scheduling and all that. I always speak, and like after 6 years, sometimes he can't speak. And I think that's okay. And that's also with time and comfort too.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to speak, but it certainly feels good.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Lily.